In this video, we'll be looking at the fill in the blank page found in the lesson pages of our lesson activity toolkit. Where do we find that? If we click on the Gallery tab and we go into our lesson activity toolkit, under Pages and Lesson Pages, you'll find fill in the blank. When we click on that, it'll open up our 6 different colored pages that we can use. The fill in the blank page is an idea where you can use anything and fill in the labels. The students come up and they drag the labels and they put them into the correct place. You must keep in mind that this is not a flash page but a plain page, so there is no feedback. You as the teacher will need to give the feedback verbally through your class or by yourself or with the student in order to find the correct answers and so forth. So if we look at the layout, we have a title which we can double click and change. We have content which we can double click and change again. This content could be as simple as a formula, or it could be a whole paragraph of writing where the students need to come in and drag the labels to fill in the specific words that they're going to use. The labels is the key part. The labels are made on Infinite Cloner. So the idea is to create your content first and use the exact amount of labels that you're going to use. Then when you have enough, you can switch off Infinite Cloner, use this label, or delete it if you have too many. The idea with the labels is you double click and you can type in what the new label is meant to be. Let's have a look at the example they've given us. Here you need to fill in the blanks. It's a complete paragraph and they've got a whole lot of words down the bottom. The students can see all the words and they can then go and drag them up and put them in the correct place, see if they work. Let's make a quick activity together. So I'm going to create the photosynthesis formula. Just go along to my text and stretch it out. I need to make my labels first. So I'm going to go down and drag out the exact amount of labels that I need. Okay, there's 4 for the formula and one little tricky one at the top. I double click on the labels, highlight them or backspace and choose what I'm going to type in. Now I have the correct amount of labels. I don't need the label at the bottom anymore. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to lay it out. Then I'm going to go click on my Infinite Cloner, deselect it, and then click delete and get rid of that label. Now I need the context part. So I know that I need a plus. So I'm going to create one, right click clone, because there's 2, plus. Here you can see the labels are in front of it. So what I'm going to do is right click, order, bring to front. Now my label will be in front. I also need to make an arrow, so I'm quickly going to go make a very simple arrow. So I've changed the color so that it's similar to those. And now what I can do is bring them back. So you have a choice. You can either let the students see all of them first and then they need to come up and arrange them. Or what you can do is place them over each other and we can challenge the students so that they can only see one and that one has to go in a specific order. And that is how we do fill in the blank. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by the Technology Training Academy.